Hey, and welcome to 996 The Howl for the uninitiated. This is an unedited YouTube vlog discussing everything Arizona Coyotes. Coyotes are in the Great White North in Canada, so preseason hockey is going to be on TV. Had to watch it. It's on TV, full-fledged broadcast. I'm into it. Before we get into the game, some news. Both our goalies are injured once again. Kemper, a little less serious, probably day-to-day. Not even day-to-day, maybe hour by hour. He should be ready for opening night against the Anaheim Ducks in Anaheim. And then Ranta is injured, a bit more ambiguous about what's going on with him. He's listed as day-to-day. I expect him to start the home opener, which is next Saturday against Boston. But you look at me, I'm not worried. And you might say to yourself, why aren't you worried? It's because I watched this game against Vancouver, and Rick Tocchet and Phil Housley, the defensive coach, has got this team singing like it's mid-season form defensively. I mean, the Vancouver Canucks had nothing from the start of the second period to about 7 minutes left in the game. So that whole chunk of time, about a period and a half and a little bit more, the Coyotes dominated. Obviously, they didn't dominate offensively, because the Coyotes don't know how to dominate offensively, especially with Clayton Keller and Phil Kessel not dressing up, no Michael Grabner, no Oliver Ekman-Larsson. Pretty much a bunch of guys trying to fight for spots on the roster. We'll get into that a bit later on, but I just want to say Coyotes are defensively sound already. They're in mid-season form, shutting it down quickly. A couple defensive mishaps in the first period to lead to both Vancouver's goals. Goligoski and Soderstrom were on the ice for both of them. On the second one, Goligoski, for some reason, came onto Soderstrom's side of his defensive zone and left a guy right in the slot, and the Vancouver player shot it in the net uncontested, but Soderstrom made up for it with his own goal. Good to see Soderstrom. The first game I've seen Soderstrom, I'm pretty sure. He looked really confident and smooth and not jittery at all. He looked like he fit in. And him and Hayden scored. Hayden looks really good. And Pettersson scored, and then Soderberg got the empty net. So a lot of fresh faces getting some goals. Pettersson scored the first goal. He was on a Roadrunner line with Hunter Fasching and Michael Chaput, who were relentless on the forecheck. Actually, Pettersson was on a line with Hinostroza. So it was Pettersson, Bunting, and Fasching, and that line was very relentless on the forecheck, putting a lot of pressure on the Vancouver's D-men. And Vancouver D-men were coughing the puck up the whole game, especially Quinn Hughes, who's highly touted. Felt like he didn't have a good game at all. But that Roadrunners line was really good. Pettersson was rewarded with a goal, but it all started with Fasching. Bunting looked really good. Garland looked really good. I love Garland's game. It still hasn't changed. Like, so hard on the puck, just putting so much pressure on the opposing team. Other players that look good. Hinostroza is going to have a tremendous year. I could feel it. He looks so confident with the puck now. He's dangling. He's shooting. He wants the puck, which is going to be great for him and great for the Coyotes this year. Schmaltz and Dvorak could have been better, probably the weakest players tonight. But Schmaltz needs Keller, I think we all know that, or at least Kessel. Dvorak needs to have an offensive year. I mean, it's getting pretty redundant now. Even though he's a great two-way guy, he penalty killed last night against Vancouver. But we really need him to pot some goals and generate some offense, take some shots. Haven't seen him take a shot in about a year. Other than that, not too much. It was a solid road win, solid Coyotes win. They looked very, very comfortable. And, a couple players fighting for a spot on the roster were Capo, Bianco. The three Roadrunners I already mentioned include Pettersson there with Chaput, Bunting, and Fasching. Then Aaron Ness, who was signed as a free agent July 1st, is somehow still in the camp. He looked all right. He didn't look out of place at all for like a guy who got drafted 11 years ago. So I don't expect him to make the team, but I think he's just there just to be there, I guess. Or he got hurt against the Vegas someone on Vegas on the first preseason game hit him in the head, so maybe he was injured, and now he just gained his routine shot at a spot on camp. I have no idea. He didn't look so amazing to be on the roster. Lyubushkin looked good. Apparently he's been racking up points this preseason, so that's good for him. A couple of notable guys got sent down to the AHL, where Merkley and Steenbergen, and then Jans Yannick got sent down to the OHL, which I thought he had a great camp, and a lot of people agree with that statement, that Jans Yannick looked pretty good in preseason. And then Nate Schnarr was also sent to the AHL. So I thought Schnarr and Merkley would have contested more for a spot, but it looks like Bunting and Fasching and Pedersen outplayed them, and they're hard workers and working bees. So that's how it rolled out for Talkit. We'll see what the finalized roster is. I'll make a video for that. But other than that, they got one more preseason, and then that's it. So that's it for me. Thank you for watching. Thank you for your support.